Morning, Babambanga.
Morning, Madam Speaker. How are you, Madam Speaker?
I'm good, thanks. Everything is okay here?
Yeah, I think it's fine. You are, Madam Speaker. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Good morning, colleagues.
Good morning, ma'am.
Recording in progress.
Morning, colleagues. Morning, Chief Whip. I heard your voice.
What did you have this morning, Chief Whip? What are you smoking? Good morning, ma'am.
Nothing except that I have a flu which has been going on for a long time. Thank you very much, honorable members. Shall we look at, are there any apologies? None on my side. Mr. Kaso, any apologies?
None, Madam Speaker.
Thank you then. Then shall we then proceed to consider the items on the agenda, colleagues? It seems there are none. We are okay. Can somebody move for the adoption of the agenda then?
I move, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Singh. Supported by?
Seconded by Luate.
Thank you very much, Ndate Luate. Thank you. The agenda having been adopted, honorable members, shall we then proceed to consider the meetings of the 9th of November? Thank you very much. Will you please go back to the first page of the minutes? There's just one small thing I want to check. Thank you very much. Thank you. Honorable members, those were the minutes. Can somebody move for the adoption? Honorable Chief Whip.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Good morning to you and to all colleagues. I move for the adoption of these minutes. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Majotina. Any seconders? Honorable Tseke.
Thank you so much. Good morning, Honorable Speaker, and welcome back. And good morning to all the colleagues. I second the Chief Whip.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Tseke. Then, honorable members, having adopted the minutes of the meeting of the 9th of November, shall we then look at matters arising out of the minutes? Will you please lower your hands, colleagues? Shall we then consider the matters arising out of the minutes? Honorable Majotina.
It's a mistake. I was trying to lower my hand.
Okay. Honorable members, any issues arising from the minutes?
Madam Speaker, if I may, ma'am.
Yes.
The matter about public participation and hearings that were cancelled. We promised to present a report today, and we are ready with the report. Once we go through the other matter, Madam Speaker may then direct us to present that report.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Kasu. Thank you. The report on the General Intelligence Laws Amendment Bill it is a matter arising, but I want to assume that when we receive a report from Ms. Giba or from Dr. Mbata, that we will receive a report on this matter. Am I correct?
You're correct. You will receive a report, yes.
Thank you very much. Then will Ms. Beck give us a report on the public hearings? It is a matter arising, and it is not a part of the agenda of this meeting. Thank you.
Good morning, Madam Speaker and honourable members and colleagues. I'll be presenting the report on the cancellation of public hearings due to non-mobilization. On slide 2, we've listed the public hearings that were cancelled under the Electricity Regulation Amendment Bill. There were 3 cancellations, one in the Northwest Province and 2 in the Free State Province due to no education workshops or mobilization of members of the public. With the Independent Municipal Demarcation Bill, there was one for the PC of Cochrane in the Western Cape for the same reason. In the case of the SA Post Office Bill, there was a decision taken by the Portfolio Committee on Digital Technologies to move the venue for the hosting of the public hearing.
Ms. Beck, I think there's something wrong. Either it's a network problem or it's the way you are positioned. I don't know. But it will be very difficult to record what you are reporting here. Yes.
Madam Speaker, am I audible now?
Yes, you are.
Well,
but it's not good. Okay.
Thank
Please
you very
continue.
much. I have put the sound up at the volume up and check the network as well. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honourable Speaker, there's a lot of echo. There's a lot of echo from Ms. Giba. She must try to close other catches that are on. There's a lot of echo there.
True. Thank you very much, Chief Whip. Ms. Beck?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. On the SA Post Office Bill, there was a decision taken by the Portfolio Committee on Communications and Digital Technologies to move the hearing from the Capricorn District to the Bembe District for health and safety reasons. And we will now list the reasons for the cancellation of the public hearings and non-mobilization.
Ms. Beck, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Colleagues, do you mind if we put this item on hold?
Madam Speaker?
Yes.
May I assist with the presentation, ma'am? If my sound is better.
Thank you, it is.
My apologies.
Thank you very much. Thank you, may proceed.
The reasons for the non-mobilization, the first one has to do with capacity challenges, where we have limited personnel to attend to matters on the ground. I will come back to what we're doing with these matters. And the second one relates to planning for public hearings. We realized that there was some issues that needed to be reviewed as far as our planning is concerned. The turnaround time to produce public education material and also arranging translation of that material, but also to arrange staff on the ground from public participation, from security, health and safety. So we have had to review that. And the third one, let's move. Scheduling of public hearings. Sometimes you would have a number of committees going out on public hearings in all the 9 provinces, more or less at the same time, and utilizing the same personnel or human resources that is needed to support the public hearings. There were also issues around the welfare of staff, issues of safety, especially with regard to the team that is supposed to do mobilization. And we have had to get our health and safety people to assist with risk assessment. Let's just check the next slide. Now, in terms of interventions, we are working on a 2-phased approach. Firstly, to attend to the immediate needs. Part of the challenges, for instance, that we have in that area is that there is no section manager for public participation, and we are attending to that. on an urgent basis with the guidance of the Secretary to Parliament and also coordinators on the ground and practitioners. And that is being addressed. We're also drawing on internal resources from public relations and the knowledge and information services unit. In terms of planning, we have put measures in place to ensure that all the role players are informed timeously about some of these programs and that they can prepare the necessary personnel to participate in the programs. We would like to assure the meeting that for all the outstanding public engagements for the rest of this year and for the rest of the term, we've put measures in place, and to the extent possible, we'll ensure that there are no cancellations. And if we can identify problems ahead of time, we'll raise those with the relevant stakeholders. The third one, of course, we are attending to the issue of staff welfare as well, issues of safety, health and safety, generally issues of security. Those are being attended to. So, Honorable Speaker and Honorable Members, there are basically three areas. Planning, we are putting measures in place to ensure that we don't have to go through what we had to go through again. It's capacity, we are working on a rapid response to ensure that we address the capacity challenges in that area of our work. And scheduling, of course, on this one, we have to work with chairpersons of committees and the House chairpersons of committees to ensure that we can be assisted in terms of how we schedule these public hearings. Thank you, Madam Speaker. That is our report.
Thank you very much, Mr. Castle. Honorable members, are there any comments? Honorable Singh?
No, thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, and thank you for the report. I'd just like to know if there was any fruitless and wasteful expenditure that was incurred due to these cancellations. And secondly, perhaps, Honorable Speaker, I've raised this before, and I think we've been discussing this, the issue of public participation. Now, I know the law provides for 2 houses of parliament, and there has to be public participation. But can our legal people, as we move into the 7th parliament, look at how we can synchronize public participation? Because, on a piece of legislation, you'll get the NA going out, you'll get the NCOP going out, you'll get the provinces going out, and we basically going to the same people. So is there a way of synchronizing? So I think they have to look at the law and advise us, but this is a sort of a medium-term program, because each of these public hearings costs quite a bit of money. I think at one stage we were told up to R1 million with all the personnel that are required, the transport, the food, accommodation, etc. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Honorable Singh. Honorable Lisuma, followed by Honorable Mukhalipi, and then Honorable Machudina.
Good morning, Honorable Speaker and colleagues. May you allow me not to show my video, please, if I may?
We have no choice.
Okay.
Please proceed, Honorable Member.
Your good self, Honorable Speaker, and the Chief Whip of the Majority Party and colleagues on the platform and officials on the platform. Honorable Speaker, I thought it's fair enough to appreciate the response. We shall monitor and give feedback where is necessary. However, Chair, I was not going to raise this since Honorable Singh has raised it, that in so streamlining our oversight or study tours or oversight, we should not also blur the difference of the rows of 2 houses, as it were, which is very important that it shouldn't be blurred. But however, I think even early in this term, we did raise that issue that we must harmonize some of the activities where possible, like the role, if there's a program that it's supposed to be done by Parliament, the back office in terms of preparations and all that should be done by both houses, instead of the other house taking a lead and then the other one follows, so that the true reflection of Parliament should also be seen in expression and in deeds. Other than that, I'm happy with the feedback that has been presented by Mr. Taso, by your good self, Honourable Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honourable Lisuma. Honourable Mukhalipi.
Madam Speaker, thank you very much. I just want to check something here after the presentation from Mr. Kaso. All with these delays that he's reporting, are we not going to have a situation whereby there is an experience that we have as Parliament whereby Cohen San was declared unconstitutionally because of the lack of a public hearing? So if we get such reports, are we not going to get into that situation that also paint Parliament into the bad light, whereby we process all the laws according to our understanding, only to find that when it go to the Constitutional Court, it has been declared invalid and unlawful on the basis that there was no public hearing took place, so the public didn't have a say on such laws of the country. I'm just worried, but I need a clarity on that regard, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Mkhaliphi. Honorable Matutina.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, in appreciating the report from Mr. Kaso, let's also wish them to speed up those plans to ensure that we don't compromise public hearings. With the point that raised by Honorable Sin, a good point. However, there are certain instances that we will be unable to have joint public hearings because of the nature of that particular legislation. At times, it becomes a legislation that must be passed in the NA first, then be referred to NCOP. So we'll have to, in those instances, allow the NCOP. But it makes sense that where we can, let's try to work together, because it is important that as we deepen democracy, the communities and the public must take a full participation and active participation on lawmaking. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Matutina. Honorable Frolik.
No, good morning, Honorable Speaker, and good morning to the colleagues. Just briefly, Honorable Speaker, Mr. Kaso will reflect on fruitless and wasteful expenditure because they've done an assessment of that. May I say that the issue of public hearings and processing of legislation is an ecosystem, Speaker, where you need to have the warm bodies in place in the committee section and other sections in Parliament. And unfortunately, for the last few years, the institution has failed to fill critical posts, and it leads to a situation where those of us who hold political office, we restrain ourselves from getting involved in administrative matters in the committee section. The Honorable Asoma is correct, but may I add that there's one committee section, Honorable Asoma. There's not a committee section for the NA and the NCOP. So there's no reason why they can't exchange information and work together. The Honorable Mkhaliphi is correct in terms of the Khoisan vote. And quite frankly, Speaker, if you look at the outcome of that court ruling, it pointed to not that the work wasn't done, it's that the information on what exactly was done was certainly not available. So you ask yourself, after spending all this money into going into all the provinces and having public hearings, what prevents the institution, the administration, from bringing all that information together that is readily available so that legal services have everything at their disposal when they must respond? And the Chief Whip is correct. The different types of legislation, Section 76 especially, demands that after the NA has passed legislation, it goes to the NCOP. They have their own processes that they conduct, but certainly, Madam Speaker, it will be a good start. Let's fill the critical vacancies. Thank you.
Thank you very much. On that note, honorable members, let me allow the STP to comment.
Good morning, Madam Speaker, and good morning to all honorable members. Indeed, as covered by Mr. Kaso, those three critical areas of scheduling, capacity, are all attended to as a matter of extreme urgency. We have prioritized positions that are extremely urgent, and public participation in committees is one of those areas. We would like to provide a report at the next meeting, what steps are being taken practically to fill those positions. On the area of synchronization of public hearings, one of the issues we have done as part of the framing of the strategic plan of Parliament on the 7th Parliament. We have also taken a conversation with the speakers of provinces as led by the chair and the speaker of the National Assembly on the areas that speaks to collaborative engagements by legislatures and our parliament. So those issues have been endorsed as part of how we will approach public hearings on any legislation or on any matter. That starts first with internal collaboration between NCOP and NA. So mechanisms to operationalize that practically are being worked on as part of our strategy review. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Shall we then agree, honorable members, that we will wait for that report? How soon shall we get the report, STP, on the filling of vacancies?
On the plan to fill vacancies, we can update next week, ma'am, on the next NAPC.
Thank you. Thank you very much, honorable members. That was the report from the STP. Honorable members, will you allow me to then proceed to deal with other matters? We've dealt with the matters arising. We'll then receive reports and invite Ms. Giba to start with the committee section report. There too, I'm sure, honorable members, you recall that what we just discussed now, which relates to filling of vacancies, is another area where there's been a vacancy for a long time. Ms. Giba, please proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Good morning to you and good morning to all the members and my colleagues. Madam Speaker, my report is going to be very short today. I'm going to start with slide number 2 to give a summary of the number of bills that are before the National Assembly committees. From the slide, we have an update. We have about 46 bills before the NA committees. Of the 46 bills, 20 Section 75 bills, as well as 18 Section 76 bills, 4 Section 77 bills, and 6 other matters before the committees, 1 statutory appointment, as well as 12 petitions before the committees. Before I move from this slide, Madam Speaker, I also wish to indicate as well that of the 46 bills before committees, only 26 are likely to be finalized between December this year, as well as the first term of 2024. I want to move to slide number 27. On this slide, we are just updating on the referral of the adjustment appropriation bill to the committee, to the Standing Committee on Appropriation last night, and the program of the committee still remains as it is. And then slide number 28 as well. Sorry, it's supposed to be slide number 26. The Division of Revenue Amendment Bill that was also referred to the Standing Committee on Appropriation last night, and the committee is proceeding with its plan according to the report. Then also, Madam Speaker, I also wish to report that there was a bill that was referred before the PC on Justice last night, the Prevention and Combating of Hate Crimes and Hate Speech Bill that was returned from the NCOP for concurrence. It's a Section 75 bill that was returned with proposed amendments and referred to the Portfolio Committee on Justice. My last reporting slide will be slide number 41. Okay, wish to report that the petition before the slide number 40, sorry, Andrew, slide number 40, that petition before the PC on basic education was also finalized. It's just for information purposes, Madam Speaker. And this completes my report. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Ms. Giba. I will now allow Dr. Mbata to present her report, and we will take the two reports together as proposed by members 2 weeks ago. Thank you. Dr. Mbata.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Good morning to you and honorable members. I'm no longer going to report what Ms. Giba has already reported on, which is the bills that has been referred back to the Assembly for concurrence and the bills that have been referred to committees. So I will only respond, Madam Speaker, to the question on the General Intelligence Laws Amendment Bill. The bill is ready for introduction. However, the department's publication of intent to introduce in accordance with NA Rule 276 was defective. We have assisted the department, Honorable Speaker, with the correct publication, and it should be published today or tomorrow. And as I understand, that is all that is outstanding for now from their side. So once that is done, it can be introduced. So we are still adamant that it will be introduced this week. If the publication delays, it will be introduced early next week. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mbata. Honorable members, that was the report on the bills. Are there any comments, honorable members?
One comment from me.
Yes, Mr. Kaso, yes.
My hand here. Just on the intelligence bill, to remind honorable members that the NA has already established an ad hoc committee to deal with that bill. So once the bill is introduced, it's going to go straight to that ad hoc committee to process the bill. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Kaso. Honorable members, if there are no comments on the matter, we then proceed, honorable members, to receive the draft parliamentary program. Draft parliamentary program.
Yes.
Yes.
Thanks so much. Yeah, thanks so much, Honorable Speaker. And greetings to your, greetings to your good self and all honorable members present. The draft program is as follows. We're still reminding members that the COP28, which is the 28th session of the Conference of Parties, is still continuing, which is scheduled from the 30th November up until the 12th December in Dubai. Honorable Speaker, this morning, this afternoon, it's Thursday, yes, this afternoon, 3 virtual mini plenaries are scheduled in order to consider party motions. The statement is requested by the Minister in the Presidency on the census result 2022 is rescheduled for the 21st of November, which is Tuesday. The statement was initially scheduled for the 23rd of November, but have since been advised that the Minister is unavailable that day. Honorable Speaker, let's go down. The consideration of the budget review and recommendations reports and the decision of question on the draft resolution on the closure of the Israel Embassy are also scheduled for the 21st November. On the 22nd November, questions to the governance cluster. Yeah, this one. Questions to the governance cluster and consideration of the Division of Revenue Amendment Bill are scheduled. Political parties are encouraged to submit topics for debates in the mini plenaries, which are scheduled for the 24th of November. And Honorable Speaker, due to the several bills and among other things that are expected to be finalized to the end of this term, consideration is being given to open other morning sittings, but the detailed information will be made available in the next week. A debate emanating from the 9th BRICS Parliamentary Forum, which was held on the 27th to 29th September, is scheduled for the 28th of November, including a debate on the 16 days of activism on no violence against women and children. On the 1st of December, we are proposing a debate on the World AIDS Day. I think that's the end of the program, Honorable Speaker. If there's anything Mr. Klasu can be able to add. Thanks, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Tseke. Honorable members, that was the report from the programming team. Are there any comments, honorable members, to endorse the program? I don't see hands on my screen. Yes, Honorable Singh. I recognize you, Honorable Singh. Honorable Singh, I see your hand. He's probably muted, eh? Honorable Singh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
I'm trying to check what is happening. I'm calling him now.
Okay. Any other hand, Honorable Dr. Lotfiet?
Thank you very much, Speaker. Just a question for clarity. It was the case yesterday, and next week it will be the case again that we do have a debate following the questions on Wednesday. We only start at 3, so it makes it a very late day. Is there a specific rationale why that debate is not scheduled on a Thursday afternoon where we finish at 4:15? Thank you.
Which debate, honorable member? Can you be specific?
It will be the finance one. If the screen can just go down, please. Yes, the appropriations on division of revenue bill.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, honorable member. Honorable Singh, are you here now? Have you unmuted?
Ma'am, he's experiencing load shedding. He just wanted to check if the workshop that was originally scheduled for the 1st of December is now postponed until further notice. And the response is yes, it is postponed until further notice.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And ma'am, just one aspect on the, sorry, my apologies. One aspect on the issue of the 22nd. We just want to indicate that for the division of revenue bill to be considered on Wednesday, we would need to suspend the 3-day rule to enable that. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Klasu. Honorable Mkhaliphi.
Madam Speaker, maybe I might not have heard the programming whip very well, but she mentioned that there is a statement that was supposed to be done by the minister in the presidency, and he is not available on the day that is also allocated for that particular issue. Can I get a clarity on that one?
Yes, okay. Honorable Tseke.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. On the issue of the statement, last week, I think the matter was presented last week. Then on the program which was circulated on Friday, we scheduled the statement on the 23rd. But later we received a letter from the minister that she's not available on the 23rd. Hence, we have rescheduled it to the 21st. If you look at the program, it's number 2 on the program on the 21st. It's the statement on the census 2022 results. So parties must be able to prepare for that. And then on the question that was raised by, I think, is Honorable Lotfiet, generally on Wednesdays, it's cabinet days. Hence, we are starting at 3:00. Yeah, unless if we are advised somewhere, but each and every Wednesday, we're starting at 3:00 because of cabinet meetings. Thanks, Honorable
Thank you
Speaker.
very much. Thank you, Honorable Tseke. Honorable Singh, I see you back.
Yes, my apologies, Honorable Speaker. I just went into a load shedding changeover. So I take it that the workshop that was scheduled for the 1st is now postponed until further notice.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much. Honorable Dr. Lupret.
Thank you, Speaker. I don't think Honorable Tseke quite understood my question. It's not about us starting 3 o'clock, but the question is why the debate on the bill is scheduled after questions on a Wednesday and not rather on a Thursday, where we only go up to 4:15, just to spread out the time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Honorable Tseke, would you be able to respond to that now, or should we give you time to come back and give that report next week?
Thanks, Honorable Speaker. I won't respond now. Can we give us time? We'll clarify it next week. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, honorable members. Thank you, honorable members. That was the discussion on the draft parliamentary program, and now we can safely say the program has been adopted and therefore it has become our program. So we then proceed, honorable members, to deal with announcements. Are there any memorandum?
Good morning. Thank you, Speaker. Good morning, colleagues. It's just on the issue that the programming whip has just responded to say we'll clarify next week, because those dates are actually for next week. So maybe there can be another communication that is brought if they can talk about it over the coming days before Tuesday, maybe. We can get what is going to happen. Yeah.
If I may, Madam Speaker.
So, yes.
My apologies, ma'am. I'm not able to raise my hand here. I think there's a technical issue. What we will do, we will communicate after consulting the programming whip this afternoon on this matter, because the bill is supposed to be dealt with next week, Wednesday. The reason why Wednesday was chosen is because there's an issue of our time frames, which must be harmonized with the NCOP time frames on these finance bills. But we will communicate that. We'll consider whether Thursday is doable. If it is doable, then we'll indicate that. Still, if it is not doable, we'll inform the honorable members that Wednesday remains as is. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Kaso. Honorable members, that was the response. Honorable members, I don't see any other hands on my screen. And what that means is that, in fact, we've come to the end of this meeting. I then, honorable members, adjourn the meeting until next week, Thursday. Thank you, honorable members. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Recording stopped.
Colleagues, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.